If you think mental strength is about suppressing your emotions, you have already lost the battle. The future does not belong to the emotionless. The future belongs to those with emotional fitness. We spend hours at the gym to build physical strength, but we leave our minds completely defenseless against stress, anxiety, and anger. 2,000 years ago, a slave turned philosopher named Epictetus discovered the ultimate training program for the human mind. And the best part? It requires no equipment, only your willingness to practice. Epictetus didn't teach people how to stop feeling. He taught them how to stop being controlled by their feelings. Today we call this emotional fitness. It is the proactive practice of strengthening your psychological resilience. Just as you cannot run a marathon without training, you cannot handle life's inevitable crises without mental conditioning. In this video, we're going to break down 7 concrete lessons from Epictetus to build your emotional muscle. And we will hear directly from the ancient masters themselves. The absolute foundation of emotional fitness is what Epictetus called the dichotomy of control. You must ruthlessly separate what is up to you from what is not. Your judgments, your impulses, and your desires are within your control. Other people's opinions, the state of the economy, and the traffic on your way to work are not.
Some things are in our control and others not. Things in our control are opinion, pursuit, desire, and aversion. Things not in our control are body, property, reputation, and command.
Emotional fitness begins with dropping the dead weight of trying to control the uncontrollable. Every time you get upset over something outside your control, you waste energy that could have gone into mastering your own mind. Let go and reclaim your power. Now that we have built this foundation, we must redefine how we view our emotions. When a feeling like anger or anxiety arises, it is a signal about your internal judgment, not a directive you must follow. Stop seeing your emotions as orders to act. See them instead as warning lights on a dashboard indicating that you need to check your internal engine.
Men are disturbed, not by things, but by the principles and notions which they form concerning things.
The next time you feel a negative emotion, pause. It is information telling you that your judgment might be flawed. You don't tape over the warning light. You read it, understand it, and adjust your course. Emotional fitness requires you to create a gap between a stimulus and your response. When someone insults you or you receive bad news, do not immediately agree with the first impression that this is a disaster. You must learn the power of the pause. Epictetus taught his students to speak directly to their impressions.
Impression, wait for me a little while. Let me see what you are and what you represent. Let me test you.
Wait. Test the impression. Is it true? Is it within my control? Does it concern my character? By consciously holding back your immediate reaction, you prevent an emotional hijacking. You give your rational mind the time it needs to step in and take the wheel. You cannot build muscle without lifting weights, and you cannot build emotional resilience without anticipating resistance. This is the alarm clock. Every morning before you check your phone, take 1 minute to anticipate the difficult people and frustrating situations you will face during the day. The Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius used exactly this technique.
Begin each morning by saying to yourself, "Today I shall meet with the busybody, the ungrateful, arrogant, deceitful, envious, and unsocial."
By rehearsing these challenges in your mind, you build the muscle of emotional resilience before the day has even begun. You don't become cynical, you become prepared. And when the difficulty arrives, you are already ready. When we are upset, we tell ourselves detailed stories. The Stoics advised us to strip events down to their objective core and remove the emotional narrative. If someone criticizes your work, the story might be, "They hate me and I'm going to get fired." The bare fact is, they expressed an opinion about my document. Marcus Aurelius described the technique like this.
Always define whatever it is we perceive. Trace its outline, so we can see what it really is, its substance, stripped bare and naked.
By removing the emotional coloring and reducing the event to its basic components, you neutralize the emotional charge. You deal with facts, not fears. Epictetus believed deeply in role ethics. We all play different roles in life: a parent, a friend, a citizen, an employee. When emotions surge and you feel lost, ask yourself, what does my role require of me right now? This simple question shifts your focus from your internal chaos to your external duty. A firefighter does not wait until fear disappears before entering a burning building. They act because the role demands it. You don't need to feel perfect to act correctly. You simply need to fulfill the requirements of your role. Finally, every training program requires tracking your progress. This is the Stoic evening reflection. At the end of the day, review your actions, not to punish yourself, but to audit your emotional fitness. Ask 3 questions. What triggered me today? How did I react? What will I do better tomorrow? Write down the answers. Be honest. Be gentle. Over time, you will notice patterns. You will see which triggers still control you and which ones you have mastered. This structured journaling closes the loop on your daily mental training. Emotional fitness is not a destination. It is a daily practice. Focus on what you can control. Treat emotions as information. Use the pause. Prepare in the morning. Strip events to facts. Act from your role and audit your day.
It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters.
Train your mind, and the rest will follow. Let's recap the 7 lessons we covered today. Lesson 1. The Dichotomy of Control. Separate what is up to you from what is not, and stop wasting energy on the rest. Lesson 2. Emotions are information. Your feelings are not commands, they are warning lights telling you to check your judgment. Lesson 3. The wait for me rule. Create a gap between the stimulus and your response. Pause. Test the impression before you react. Lesson 4. The morning alarm clock. Before you start your day, mentally rehearse the difficulties you will face. Arrive prepared, not surprised. Lesson 5. Strip events to the bone. Remove the emotional story. Reduce what happened to its bare facts and deal with those instead. Lesson 6. Play your part. When emotions overwhelm you, ask, what does my role require of me right now? Then act accordingly. Lesson 7. The evening audit. At the end of each day, review what triggered you, how you reacted, and what you will do better tomorrow.